Salmon, crab, salmon, tuna, salmon. Bon appetit.
Thank you.
Want me to turn around?
No, I think this is the perfect view.
Is this sock puppet time?
That's king and queen. Okay, king prawn and queen prawn.
Wonderful, thank you.
And these are the sides.
That's a utensil.
And that, lemon butter for your prawns.
Oh, thank you.
Bon appetit.
I haven't gotten the fries. Gotta get the fries. This is crepe Suzette.
Mixed berries.
Chantilly lace.
Oh, here we go. Here's the shoes.
Beautiful.
Nice. Oddly enough, you did not got me on that one.
Thank you.
Good evening, travelers. It's the end of day 8, and we were in our second day in Stockholm, and that was great. So we took the shuttle. They had a shuttle that runs, I think, every 20 minutes from the ship into the city center over by the Opera House. And that worked out really well. So it's $20 basically, and it's good for one round trip. And so it's not something you want to, go back and forth and do a lot, because they take the ticket the second time. So that was really nice, actually. So the day before, we'd done a tour where we got to drive around quite a bit of the city and sort of get an idea of what we wanted to see further. And so they dropped us at the Opera House, and we just started walking around and seeing what looked interesting and going and exploring, and that was really fun. And I think we got back to the last, so we got out, I think we left at 9 o'clock basically, and then the last shuttle back to the ship was at 12:30, but we got back at about, I think we got to the shuttle at about 11:15. And so that was a good amount of time. It was nice to sort of wander, but sort of always keep in mind how far you were getting away from the bus and where the bus was going to, come and get you, because of course you had to be back in time. And so we just kind of meandered a little here and there, and that was really fun. And then we got back to the ship, and so this morning I heard something on my balcony that kind of sounded like a bird was trapped there or something, kind of a fluttering noise. And I was like, what is that? Do I have a bird stuck here? Do I need to help him, And I opened the blinds, and here's a couple of guys working. The noise I heard apparently was them trying to get they had this really long pole and then this little teeny thing to paint with. It was like this big roller, right? And this long pole. And they're on a what are this called? Cherry picker, which is over on the shore, and it's like halfway across the ship, because I'm on the very aft of the ship, and I'm right about halfway, right about in the middle. And so their cherry picker is stretched way over, and then they're stretching really far trying to get the paint done. It was very funny to see. So yeah, I was really surprised to open the curtains and have someone looking back at me. Usually they give you some kind of warning that they're going to have someone working on the balcony or something like that, so you don't do that when you're not dressed. Luckily, I was already presentable before I heard that noise. But yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. So anyway, we went over to the Take 5 lounge, and we decided, well, it was before their drink service was open, so I went on the app and I ordered a drink, and I ordered what I thought was 2 cookies. Was not 2 cookies. It was definitely not 2 cookies. I have to get one of these cookies and show you, because they're crazy. This is the cookie. Okay, here's my face. It's as big as my face. And it's thick. It's really thick. And they gave me the bowl had 3 of these. And they gave me 2 bowls. I was trying to get 2 cookies. I thought it was going to be normal size or slightly larger cookies. And I wound up with this humongous cookie. So I brought one order back with me, and I gave my friends the other order, because there's no way. There's no way I'm going to go through these cookies anyway. And I had these cookies, and I think I ate a quarter of a cookie. And then I was done. That was like too much, you know. And then for dinner, we did the Catch by Rudi. And it's funny because I had booked my reservation. I think I booked it the first day of the cruise, maybe, or I might have booked it before I got on the cruise. And this is a cruise where I have a bunch of people that I'm traveling with, right? And so I asked a couple of them if they wanted to go. And the way they do reservations here is kind of weird. So you can't go up to the restaurant and ask for a reservation. You have to call on your phone from your cabin. You have to dial 138. And then you have to choose which restaurant you're interested in. And then you have to try and talk to them and see if you can get a reservation. And sometimes the person for that particular reservation system is not on duty. So it can be hit or miss as to whether or not you can get a person when you're trying to get a person. And so they tried to get, so it was just for me for a private table. And so you figure it's going to be a two people on a two-person table. And there would have been three of us if my friends had come along. And they said, no, we can't accommodate three people. Well, they tried that twice, and both times they were told, no, we can't do it. So we decided, well, two of us will go, right? And we go there, and they sit us at a table for three. So we asked them, is it okay if our other person joins, since we obviously have another place setting and everything? And they said, oh, sure, go ahead. And so we had them join, but the other thing was that there was a lot of empty tables. Throughout our whole meal, there was a lot of empty tables. And our only thought is maybe they didn't have sufficient wait staff or something that was constraining them to actually sell all the tables and let, people actually use all the tables. But I don't know. The food was good. I will say that. The food was good. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I would do it again. That was yummy. And then afterwards I went shopping and I got earrings. So I got the dragon, a couple days ago, and I didn't have any silver earrings to wear with it. And I thought, well, let's see what they have on the ship. And they had a deal where if you buy $100, you get $20 off. So I already had picked out one, and I had looked at another. This was the second pair that I was looking at, and so I went and got both of them and got my $20 off. So that was nice. Saw a purse that I liked, but it was $300, so it stayed on the shelf. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. We got to do sail out, and it was just gorgeous again, except that in the middle of sail out, it just started pouring rain. So I kind of ended the video there. Yeah, because it's not as pretty when it's a deluge and you can barely see anything. Anyway, tomorrow we go to Tallinn, Estonia. I have never been to Estonia. Very interested in seeing it. And I'm going to go see lighthouses, so that should be fun. And I'll take you along. Solo Sue signing off.